Appreciate that,
and keep
man.
up the good work.
Oh, for sure.
Can we show Chris with this little girl one more time? Can we zoom in on that real quick? What the audience doesn't know is this girl is actually 6'3" tall.
You got jokes. You got jokes.
You got jokes. All of it.
Oh, man.
Very nicely done. Thank you for the work you do with that. All right, let's talk some football now. It's America's Game of the Week. It's Eagles at Rams. Also, a possible preview of the NFC Conference Championship game. Also, a matchup of the top two picks in the 2016 draft in Goss and Wentz. Also, shameless plug, the game's on Fox. Chris, the Rams are 2.5-point favorites in this one. Does that surprise you at all? The Eagles come to this, and yet the Rams are favored?
No, it doesn't surprise me because the Rams are the home team. And when you consider a matchup of this magnitude with two teams that are very similar in style and how they want to win games, you can understand they're favoring the home team. But this is going to come down to a couple of different things. First of all, I want to focus on the logistics of the week. Okay, the Philadelphia Eagles decided to stay out west after their game against the Seattle Seahawks in preparation for their game against the Rams. Now, I've done that twice in my career. Doesn't necessarily work out that second time around in that second game. No, because NFL players are creatures of habit. And so anytime you interrupt that routine that comes with the preparation for the week, it's going to be hard to get back on task. And I find that the Philadelphia Eagles, I think they're going to have a hard time trying to refocus with everything that's going on, especially with the headlines of what's happening out west with the wildfires. That's going to be on their mind. That's going to affect their preparation.
Just quickly before you go on, both these teams have had their habits disrupted. The Rams had to do a walkthrough instead of a practice because of the wildfires. Like that, what's going on in Los Angeles has disrupted everyone out there, including the football teams. So go ahead.
Yeah, but I would say it would affect the visiting team more so than the home team.
But would you have wanted them to come back across the country to Philly and then go back around? We talked all week which was the better scenario, and it seems like at least staying in that time zone would have been better for the Eagles.
I'm just saying, Jenna, I've done it twice in my career, and it's never worked out in that second game. Now, Tom Coughlin believed in traveling back home and then going back out west, and doing that, you have a little bit better success rate, in my opinion. So I'm just looking at it from a preparation perspective. When you interrupt it, it's going to affect the players.
Right. I was never happy with it. I always was one of those kind of people that wants to coach an organization. They made a decision that I would make sure the message went to the rest of the guys with a positive spin on it. But I was hating it personally myself. And the reason why, because it made me, being a very, very private person, everyone had access to me now every day.
What do you mean everyone?
So on my off day, there wasn't no off day where I can just go hide, do my community programs that you did, get my massage, go to the chiropractor. No, I was going to some other chiropractor's office where other people had access to me compared to my normal chiropractor where I go in the back, I have a normal appointment. Other people are there half an hour. I'm there an hour. He takes care of me. He also does some
detailed description of your chiropractic work.
But he also, from a psychological standpoint, he would tell me things of when my body was going to recover, things I should watch out for during the week. So it would give me a roadmap before I even went to the team doctor, my masseuse. I'm getting 2 massages that week. Now I'm still getting 2 massages, but now I got someone else touching my body who I'm not used to. I don't have my family with me. Typically on Friday nights, I have date night or movie night, me and another couple on the team. So yeah, I'm into a routine. You know the reason why? Because if I do the same thing on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if the game is on Sunday, it's liable to be some good stuff to happen. I just try to repeat the same performance week after week, and it's really hard to do it when you move the locale, especially on the West Coast.
It's all about trying to replicate your formula for success, right? That's what it comes down to. So looking at these two teams on the field from an X's and O's perspective, it's about the team that's able to establish the run against the opposing team's defensive front. I think the magic number is 25. Whichever team, whichever offense can get 25 rush attempts, I think that's going to dictate to the defense, make them drop that extra defender in the box and open up opportunities down the field in play action.
That's something good to watch.
No doubt about it. And looking at Jared Goff, looking at his statistics against 4 pass rushes or fewer, he's 65% completion percentage, 13 touchdowns to 3 interceptions. Jim Schwartz, he only likes to rush 4 now. That's him. He doesn't like to blitz a whole lot. So if they can establish the run with Todd Gurley, get that going, I think it's going to open up opportunities downfield for Sammy Watkins and Cooper Kupp. So watch out for that.
All right, let's talk a little Dallas Cowboys now. Dak Prescott heading to New York to face Eli Manning and the Giants. Cowboys 6-6. They need a lot of help to enter the playoff picture. What is the mindset of the team? Here's their quarterback.
Playoffs start now. Simple as that. You've got to embrace it if you play this game and you don't love that. If you don't love that fact that your back's against the wall and it's about what you do every week or every day that pays off on Sunday, that's what makes this game fun.
Chris Canty, Dak Prescott cannot go to Giants Stadium with the Giants playing the way they are and all the chaos they had and lose this game.
No, they can't, because they actually have something to play for. They're not done in terms of their playoff hopes. So they got to come into MetLife with the right mindset. Now, there'll be a lot of emotion in the building, everything that happened with Eli Manning last week. And so the Giants, they'll be fired up for this ball game. And that'll last all about the first 5 minutes of the first quarter, and then we'll get back to football. And when you're looking at the football, the New York Giants have been awful. They're one-dimensional on offense. Whether it's Geno Smith or Eli Manning, it doesn't matter. They can't run the football. They've been relying on a passing attack. And after watching that Dallas Cowboys defensive front heat up against the Washington Redskins last week, seeing David Irving and Taco Charlton and DeMarcus Lawrence, who's having an all-pro season, go to town on Kirk Cousins, it's hard to not envision the same thing happening against a one-dimensional New York Giants offense. So I'm looking at this. I'm not saying that the Giants offense is going to gift the Dallas Cowboys 3 turnovers in the first half like the Redskins did and 1 special teams touchdown, but I am saying that this Dallas Cowboys defense is going to get after it and create opportunities for their offense.
And that's, to me, I'm glad you said that, because that, to me, is the key of the game, is the Cowboys defense putting their offense in position to win. The opposite of how they won last year. Last year they won because their offense consistently put their defense in position to win games. CC, you have talked about the importance of explosive plays for the Cowboys with Zeke being out.
Yes.
And they've been non-existent. The Cowboys have the 3rd fewest yards after catch of any team in the last 20 years. Think 20 years. The 3rd fewest yards after catch this season, the 2017 Dallas Cowboys. So when you're not getting yards after catch, and you don't have anyone except for, I guess, Bryce Butler and his 9 or 10 catches this year who can be an over-the-top threat, that's when you need Zeke. They don't have Zeke. So you can't expect the offense to just methodically beat up on the Giants. It's going to have to be exactly what you said, the defense taking advantage of Giants' mistakes.
Jenna, you have any idea what the weather might be this weekend?
I know who does know. You.
So what do you think might be a possibility? It's been unseasonably warm here in the Northeast.
Yeah.
What do you think might be happening this weekend?
I think we were either going to get snow or some rain today, but then it changed, I think, more to rain. Tomorrow's going to be super cold because I have to take the kids outside, and I was told that I should just keep them inside. I can keep going. Now, Sunday, I'm not sure. Why don't you jump in, because I'm just going to keep saying words.
Cold and snow. Definitely snow on Saturday.
Ooh.
Okay, so watch Dallas. If they can't throw the ball, all right? Now, snow doesn't help your passing attack.
No.
All right, so that's just something to watch. Also, last week, Geno Smith helped that offensive line because of his mobility. He was able to get out of more trouble than Eli would have been. So they're going to get after Eli in this game, and that's a constant. But snow.
So
I didn't realize it was a rhetorical question. I literally thought you wanted me to answer it. Now moving forward.
asking about weather.
Jenna, you're a weather girl now?
No, I'm no girl. I'm literally no girl. But he's the weather guy on set, and I should have let you stay in your corner. Chris Canty, as always,
Great
thank
to
you
see
so
you,
much
brother.
for hanging
Great
out
job
with
at
us.
the
Always
school.
have a good time.
Congratulations.
Coming up is Russell.